Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Habitual Line Crosser. How is everyone doing? We got 527 people in here. You guys missed me last week. I was with some family. Sorry about that. Hi, Knox. You just want to say hi to everyone? You want to speak? Okay. You probably just blew out the microphone and their ears, but it's fine. You're going to cookie anyways. What is going on, everybody? All right. First live, welcome, Free Truth. Welcome, everybody. Oh, hold on. Work. Oh, wait, no, Knox got 2 and Rain only got 1. You're fat. As usual, I am at work and only be able to listen in, wishing everyone a happy Friday. Thank you so much, Scott McGregor. I appreciate it. So, my dog says hi to your dog. Knox says hi to everyone because he has a medical condition that's called FAT. Hello from the Baltic. What is going on? Who wants to bet their ships catch fire due to their incompetence? I did see that in the little pre-lobby. There we go. Sorry, I had to text somebody. Your 6 dogs say hi? Holy cow. So, yeah. Let's talk about what is going on right now in Cuba and how, okay. There's a lot of people who are like, there was some dude freaking out in one of my comment sections. I believe it was the one that I posted today, talking about who cares about equipment and it won't matter when we're all just dying of radioactive poisoning, like serious fear mongering. None of it was grounded in any level of understanding or education. Brandon Garza, what is going on? Good evening. Dark Medic, I appreciate you, man. Keep up the great work. Thank you for being here. Thank you for dealing with the Slavic special ed. I didn't think that joke was going to hit that hard. There's sometimes that I think jokes should hit harder and they don't. And sometimes they hit really hard and I didn't expect them to. So, has Nick booped you? No, he has never booped me. I want you to know, you guys can clip this and tag the fat electrician in this. In all the times I've been on Unsub, 3, I have never been booped by the fat electrician. I am unboopable. That's it. I'm unboopable. Evening from California. What is up, my dude? You love that joke? It's like West Taiwan. Dude, I'm telling you. So it's funny is I was looking at, there's a lot of bad information out there about what is going on with Russia and why. So let's see. Hang on. What Russian ships are in Cuba? Okay. Keep up the great work. First live. Thank you so much, David Luis Ramos. I appreciate it. Brandon Garza, welcome back. When is your stuff going up on Pepperbox? Sooner or later? I don't know. Russia has characterized the arrival. Oh, sorry. What kind of ships do they have? Huge fan. Wish I could donate more to your huge help to my depression, brother. 3 weeks sober from alcohol. Congratulations, man. That is a huge step. Like, you're doing fucking great. I'm sorry. I'm literally drinking right now, so I apologize about that. But hey, man, good on you. Like, I know that shit's tough. And this is the thing. Donations, while I love them and I'm always thankful, they're not necessary. All I will ever ask for you guys is just watch my stuff. That's all I ever want. So, they have the floating kind of ships. So, it's funny. First article pops up is like, U.S. says they're no threat. That's really fair. I believe it's a frigate, a sub, a cargo vessel, and a tugboat. I believe that's what they sent. Nuclear submarine, a frigate. So those are the only combat vessels. Is the nuclear sub and the frigate. I wouldn't really worry too much. Cuban Missile Crisis, more like Cuban missiles. Cry sissy. Unboopable. I know. I am unboopable. I am. You guys can. Hey, Nick. You will never, can never, and won't ever boop me. You guys can clip that, tag him, send it to him, let him know I am unboopable. So, Grandpa having flashbacks again. I know. A lot of people are waiting for the thunder screech. So I was not a Cuban Missile Crisis, but Cuban Party. France, Canada, and the U.S. are there. Just dude. France and Canada both showed up, and it's funny because they're literally just hanging out off the coast. They're like, we're just chilling. Last weekend at work, I saw the Raptor doing some practice before an air show. I have never in my life in person seen an F-22 fly. I really want to. Would you intercept me? Greg Adillion, you are magical. William Vote, thank you so much. I'm trying to stay up on top of it. Bro props. I'm on day 6 and it blows, but I had a problem. Withdrawals are horrible. Absolutely, dude. No, like that's 100%. That is incredibly tough, and I'm very proud of you, man. Like that shit, you're killing it. Does Russia ever get tired of their bullshit? It's really weird. You'd think by now they'd just be like, all right, look, we lied about some shit. We're going to grow up. Thank you from the UK for soothing my existential dread. I love my Brits. I do. I want to go to the UK. So I don't know if you guys have ever watched I'm Josh from England, but he does like a tour of the US, and he loves it here. And I'm like, why can't I do that in the UK? It's probably because I don't have a passport. But either way. Do you know if... Yes, it's still an active US base. I don't know if there's a prison there anymore, but it is still an active base. It still exists. Jana Bergevin? Is my music still playing? It was still playing. I can't hear it. Why can't I hear it? Mrs. Linecrosser. My wife just broed me. Okay, fine. All right, sorry. The kid needs to go after Russian subs. I think that would be... It would be unnecessarily funny. It really would. Hauntastic1, thank you so much. You didn't hear music? Bruh. It's cutting in and out. Well, I was hitting it and then I would shut it off because I'm looking at my desktop audio level over here and it's not there. So, okay. Some people are saying Cuban Missile Crisis 2.0. No. They're doing the same drills they have like every couple of years. Nothing special about what is going on. Plus, if you were sending a force to like intimidate the US, you should probably send more than 2 combat vessels. Because like 2 combat vessels isn't even a fucking snack for a DDG. That's a destroyer, by the way, guys. I've learned that from my little sister who's on a DDG. Did you see Japan is working on making the YF-23? I did not. I'm going to put that in my notes. Woman, I'm out of paper up here. All right, hold on. Got to go to the printer. I'm sure you guys all saw me just paint or pet the Nox. All right, so Japan. All right, Japan's working on the YF-23. I want to look into that because I've had a lot of people ask for a YF-23 character, and I've never had a reason to use a YF-23, so we may have one. Any plans for Dad's Day? Also not military related, but Legoland banned Korean ramen for being too spicy. What the hell happened to this country? We used to make steel here. Does the raptor enjoy seafood? I enjoy anything that happens to be meat-based. I just want another creature to suffer so that I can have sustenance. So I'm so goddamn tired of balloons. There you go. The U.S. Air Force is grounding some of the F-35's variants due to some mechanical and software issues. I think it's due to the recent crash. It could be possible. I guess it's the F-35... I want to say the C? Most of them that are in existence right now are A's, I think. A's or B's? Fuck, man. I don't know that off the top of my head. Printer showcase. Former sub-nuke mechanic here. I ain't scared about them loud-ass ships and subs. You know what's funny? That is what I hear from every person who's ever been on a sub in the United States Navy. Like, every single one is like, oh, Russia? Yeah, no, we know exactly where they're at all given fucking times. Their ships, their subs, everything loud as shit. We know where they are, how fast they're moving, and where they're going. Hell, I know how many of them are using the bathroom at the same fucking time. Like, it doesn't even... Yeah. F-35Bs are grounded. Okay, thank you, Cool Squad. I appreciate it. Hold on. Canada's don't touch my boats would be don't take my food. Is Canada like weird? Oh, because the whole throw in the cans of food thing. Is that what you're getting at there? Midway shenanigans. I got sent something. Sent something bigger than an FFG, and I'm not that up to date with my Russian naval ships. Might just be might be an ASW frigate. That's surface warfare frigate, right? Now I don't know shit about subs. I don't know anything about subs, but I knew that the U.S. like flexed really hard and said, "Hey, one of our subs is in Cuba too." Isn't that odd? Like, because we never really tell people where the subs, like American subs, are. So when we tell you where they are, there's like 5 more that are there that you don't know about. At least that's what I'm like. That's how I feel, right? Because every time someone knows there's an air defense system somewhere, there's like 7 more that you don't know about. There's a lot more there. Like, that's how we work. So I'm assuming that's how the Navy works. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Good evening, HOC from Kansas? Yeah, your doggies. My possum say hello. Knox. No. Stay. Good boy. That's my dude. I say let him square up with the Coast Guard and make it fair. Bro, them Coast Guards have folded them motherfuckers like a lawn chair. Payday for me means beer for you and the missus. Cheers from Chicago. Can I get a hell yeah? There you go. That's what you're going to get. People love that I wish I could do a better Stone Cold, so I'm just doing the best I can. How to interoperate the Patriot with European systems. Can the Patriot talk with systems like SAM-PT or NASAMS? Can I get your TISM on this? Okay, so right now, no, it cannot. Patriot works in its own proprietary language, which is owned by Raytheon, isn't even owned by the United States military. It's called PADL, Patriot Advanced Data Interface Link. But I mean, there's also TADL, which is Tactical Data Interface Link. Anyways. So it has its own proprietary language, and this is because corporations, they're like, we're working together for a better future. No, they're forced to work together through a requirements document the U.S. government came up with. So they don't like being nice to each other. But anyways, so they all speak their own proprietary languages. Now, there was a thing called MEADS, which is the something air defense system. Now, MEADS, I did a lot of homework on it, and I actually did a video. I recorded most of it, and then I found out that MEADS got canned for IBCS. So IBCS, Integrated Air Missile Defense Battle Command System, which is one of the systems I worked on for a couple of years, what it does is it takes them all and translates. So there's an A and B interface. So like Patriot will speak Patriot language, and then it hits this interface that changes it to IBCS language. IBCS takes a hold of it, and then they talk back and forth that way. Same thing with all these other systems, and the goal is any shooter, any sensor. So that's how they're going forward. I hope that makes sense to you, my dude. So you're going to see me on Sean Ryan or Joe Rogan? I would kill to be on either one of those. Don't touch my boats. Do you know the name of Japan's F-35 program? No, but I kind of want to know what it is. He probably does. He wants food. You need a keg of beer to come close. Wait, am I really a one... Oh my god, 1,400 viewers? Holy shit. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Wonder who's going to be the first to announce they have hypersonic nuclear ICBMs. China. And here's why. China knows that it can place nuclear payloads on board of its DFZF, which is its hypersonic glide vehicle, which is a... Okay, so I want you guys to understand. Being in orbit is just perpetually falling. I hope you guys understand how that works. Like, imagine the Earth is flat, right? So imagine you have your head firmly placed up your ass, okay, and are a complete bumbling idiot. But as you drive off the edge, now it's 3-dimensional, and you start to fall off the edge. Well, you're just continuing to fall and fall and fall, and that's how orbit works. So the DFZF, what it's theoretically can do with the right kind of rocket behind it, is it can fly up and drop its payload, its reentry vehicle, into orbit, which can give it exponential time that it'll just circle around the planet. Now, orbit, the speed of orbit is, I mean, it can vary depending on how far up you are, but I mean, it's like Mach like fucking 22 or 23 up there, like just hauling ass. But there's no oxygen to slow you down. There's no atmosphere. Their boast is that they could do that, which would make it an intercontinental ballistic missile because it would meet the minimum range threshold, which is like 3,200 miles or like 4,400 kilometers or something. I'm shooting in the dark there. I can't remember what the numbers are. And what happens is the reentry vehicle would break open. You have the hypersonic glide vehicle. It would drop in and glide and pretty much become a cruise missile at that point and glide into the target. How well it works, I don't know. I'm not convinced because sheer terminal velocity, no matter how pointy and sleek an object is slower than Mach 5. So I don't know. Just put two together. My friend is going to Gitmo. Ooh, I'm kind of jelly. I always wanted to go to Gitmo, like to visit, not to know. Wait, was that our oldest submarine reasons? I didn't know that. Oh, that's going in the jokes. That is going in the fucking jokes. I'm gonna verify that. I'm gonna check into that. Sup HLC, hope you're enjoying my Azure Lane memes. That you just sent those to me, right? Question, what's your favorite World War II ship and why make it the next meme if it's in my docking game? My favorite World War II ship. The LaFay. I think it's LaFay, Laffy. You know what I'm talking about. The ship that would not die. I'm gonna say the LaFay. We need to take back our island resort. Is Patriot still on config 3? I'll be honest with you, man. Jason, I've been out of the line for a little while. Keep in mind, last time I was online was PDB 7.3, and now they're on 8.1. I don't know. Because that's not a very common. I know I've heard Patriot being called config 2, config 3. I've heard of it being called that, but I don't know what the standard would be for config 4 or 5. I have no idea what the answer is. I'm so sorry, man. Ex-Navy commander here. Not only does US have subs in Cuban waters, but most of our subs have been converted to SSGN platform, which means SEALs are also deployable range of anything in Cuba. I heard about that. I didn't even mention that in my US versus the world, which I have another one of those. I need to text somebody and ask him no. Oh man, I'll text him after this. He's supposed to get something to me on Friday, which is today, and we'll see. There is a bit of a collab in the next USA versus the world. That's all I'm going to give you guys. Recently picked up PS2 Slim and Naval Ops Warship Gunner. I have a carrier that can launch nukes. Still hunting for the coveted X battle carrier hull. I'm not familiar with that game at all, BSG 37. If Kerbal taught me anything, studying aerospace engineering, anything becomes aerodynamic. I love that. I love that anything becomes aerodynamic. You know, you're not wrong. If you're going quick enough, anything will melt and reform into something a lot more aerodynamic. That's Arthur. That is beautiful. I love that. Don't touch my boats. When is ETS? So ETS for me is in about 2 years. But turns out, guys, if you've been broken by the military enough and you just stop lying about how you feel, I don't know if I'm getting med boarded, but right now they want to open me up a lot. So we'll see how that goes. Speaking of subs, my bro completed sonar school. Second class is 60. Nice, man. Tell your brother. Oh, excuse me. Tell your brother, congratulations, man. Sub school's fucking hard, man. Can we please trade in some of our F-35s for A-10s? I tell you right now, weapons, one of my mods, would love for us to do that. But the F-35 is it's a versatile platform, and the more we learn about it, the scarier that thing gets. But just like anything, you come up with something new, it's complex, it's hard to sustain. Right now, we're going for quality over quantity. If we go into a total war, then it's going to be quantity over quality. That's why the Sherman tank did so well. It's not because it was a better tank than like Tigers and Pershings and all those other fucking things. Well, Pershings were way better just in general. But okay, so like Shermans did so fucking well, not because they were a superior tank. They were like ants taking on a beetle. There were so fucking many of them. They just couldn't kill enough of them. Been sending you them, okay. Then LaFay's Starter Destroyer favorite. We recently got LaFay 2 is her Sooner class ultra rare ship girl. I haven't had a chance to check anything. I've been just hanging out with family. So all last week, guys, what I've been doing is I was hanging out in Ruidoso with my siblings. That's why I wasn't live last weekend. My brother and my sisters. One of my brothers wasn't there. But we all came together. It's the first time we've all been together in like 7 years. So we got to hang out, and it was really awesome. You're going to get Robocopped? Hopefully. Helena is SSN 725, the oldest fast attack in service. No shit. I did not know this. Do I talk to my Air Force counterparts? Okay, so yes and no. It's a really weird thing. So the Air Force and the Navy, as an air defender, they know two things. Like when I talk to pilots, they know two things about Patriot. Would I be on the Joe Rogan Experience if he sent an email? Yeah, absolutely. Adam Back Jensen? Absolutely. So anyways, they know two things about Patriot air defense. Number one, we can shoot down missiles. And number two, we will kill you. That's pretty much all they know, right? Like, so they think that, like, hey, they shot down friendlies before, but we can do this and we can do that. So, like, in public, we can't be like, well, that doesn't really work that way. But, like, in secret rooms, you should see how big their eyes get when they actually hear what we're capable of bringing to the fight. Because here's the thing, guys. No matter where you go in this world, if you don't tell people what you're capable of, they will always underestimate you and make you do less than you are capable of completing. If you tell people what you can do, their whole demeanor changes. So I've been in units where, like, the Air Force was just like, hey, just turn your radar on and point it that way. And I've been in other units where the Air Force is like, hey, we know exactly what you're capable of. We know exactly what your limitations are. You're going to fit right into this one specific spot in our defense plan to be able to fucking make this shit hot. I'm like, hell yeah. Real man.
Would you intercept me? I'd intercept me.
Hey bud, good to see you online tonight. Just letting you know, going to the Air Force Museum tomorrow to see the most beautiful aircraft ever, the XB-70 Valkyrie. Ha ha ha. Much love, air defenders never die, we just turn airplanes into confetti.
Air defenders never die, we just turn I like it. I'm fucking here for it. I do like the Valkyrie. The Valkyrie's a fucking sexy ass aircraft. I don't know enough about it. It just looks cool. Can Patriot do ground-to-ground strikes like the Russian S-series missile system? And if so, how effective would it be and worth it? We cannot. Okay. Can't and shouldn't are probably two different things. Can we? Yes. But there's at least 4 safeties I can think of that would get in the way of you being able to do that. You'd have to turn those off. And it wouldn't be very effective at all because our missiles, they don't have a very high yield when it comes to explosive. So we're just... we're kinetic. Well, Pack 3s are kinetic. Pack 2s are like a shotgun shell. Yeah. Russia flies Chevys. U.S. flies Cadillacs. I can't really... fault you on that one. Would I ever consider doing a collab trip with Fat Electrician to go with fans to the Air Force Museum? Yes. I don't know, like, okay. I do want to do like collab trips, and I have talked to the Fat Electrician about going to check out some historical sites. Whether he's interested or has time, I don't know, but that's definitely something I want to work with him. Just wanted to say Living Around National Labs, Scuttlebutt. Ooh, there we go. Wither.
Would you intercept me?
200, holy shit!
I'd intercept me.
Welcome back, HLC.
Thank you so much, Wither. I really appreciate all you guys. I'm trying to catch up as fast as I can. You guys are cruising through this. Just want to say Living Around National Labs, Scuttlebutt. We can detect nuclear action anywhere on the planet. Neutrino physics peeps. You are not wrong. There's no way I can convey this to you average civilians out there. Take what you think Uncle Sam knows about the bad guys. Now quintuple it. And you're still not even fucking close. Like, the shit that they know and, like, how much of it they know is nuts. Good evening, HLC. Just got back home from Fort Jackson, South Carolina. 5 days JRTC. Nice, man. Good shit. Again, thank you so much, Real Men Have Little Dogs. I'm catching up. Can't wait for that prior service draft call. Russia tries to make it U.S. city. Oh, man. I tell you right now, Russia would not want any fucking part of that smoke. Don't retire the A-10. Give it to the Corps. The Marine Corps, I was just reading. I don't know all the details on it. That's why I didn't add it into my most recent video. Apparently, the Marine Corps has a delay on their F-35 program. Like, they've ordered F-35s, but we can't produce them fast enough. That's why F-35s are produced in, like, 4 different countries. Spain, United States, France. I don't think they're in the United Kingdom. Germany kicked back, and Japan. Yeah, I think it's Japan. So, Japan. We can't produce them fast enough. Like, they're not... They can't get them done fast enough because of materials and shit. So the Marine Corps is having to refit their F-18s. Now, they've already stopped training people on the AV-8B Harrier. Like, they've already said, hey, that's phasing out. We're getting rid of that. But the F-18 they're getting, or they're using still, are going to get upgrades that help them be used until 2030. I don't know the extent of those upgrades. I'm trying to stay with it here, guys. Can the YF-23 be a character who talks to us while still being on the operating table? Love our missile monkey. I'm here for it. I love being a missile monkey. Yes, I just found out that apparently Japan is working on the YF-23 right now. So that gives me an excuse to create that character. You know, it's often forgotten, but we do have an actual hypersonic in service, the LRHW, the Long Range Hypersonic Weapon. I am familiar. Yep. I think the Marine Corps, ? Got those first. I don't know why you would give those to Marines. Like, out of all of the branches you can give it to, it's like, hold on, we got this thing that probably needs to be really cared after. Is not that doesn't have that high of tolerances for being fucked with. Yeah, okay. Probably needs a college education to fully understand the capabilities of this weapon system. Who do you think we should give it to? The Crayon Eaters. Those fucking guys. I don't know why. I don't know why we give it to the Marines, but I'm absolutely here for it. There's nothing more in my life that is... fuck it. Let's just keep giving the Marine Corps dumb shit. I want to give the Marine Corps as much dumb shit as we can. Much love, HLC. Thanks for the great content. Squink, thank you so much for the support, my dude. That's because the F-35 was unreliable. My suit... Oh, man. We even have Russia in here. That's cute. That's fucking great, man. Welcome. Brandon Garza, my OG Brandon. Gotta get going. Glad I was able to catch you for a bit tonight. As always, thanks for the laugh, knowledge, and distraction from life. Much love, Brandon. You take it easy, my dude. What is my favorite prop plane? That would be the F-4U Corsair. Without question. I got one right back there. There he goes. He's up on top. I don't know if you can see him. Yeah. I feel bad for the Russian people, but fuck Putin. Exactly. And, you know, that's the thing that we all have to remember. I have no beef with regular, everyday Russians. And regular, everyday Russians shouldn't have any beef with me. I have a problem with the powers that be and what they're doing. That's my issue. So, guys, you know, remember that. Be human as much as you possibly can. More LA-class subs are decommissioning each year. No shit. USS Cheyenne will be the last of her class. But there's the thing. I mean, yeah, the LA class is going away, but they're getting Virginia? Was it Virginia? I did it in the video, and now I can't remember off the top of my head, because it was LA, Seawolf, Virginia. Yeah, Virginias are the new ones. Or do I have that? Yeah, no, I have that right. And then the Ohios are the fucking floating apocalypse. Those things. Augustine, thank you so much. You should play Space Engineers. I have it. I have not played it yet. I have not. Imagine Ukraine having an A-10 at the beginning of invasion, that 40-kilometer column. Yeah, dude, that would... This is the thing. So, do you guys... I've said this before in my other lives. Do you guys understand what the United States defines combat power as? You know what? Let me see if I can pull that up on Google. Let me just... No, oh, come on. I don't need a whole fucking... Okay. So, it's right here. I'm going to show it to you here in a second. Actually, we'll just go, boom, we'll go like this. The total means of destructive, constructive, and information capabilities that a military unit or formation can apply at a given time. So the easiest way to remember this, the definition of combat power for all my Russians out there, is the combined total means to break shit, build shit, and know shit. And nobody does all those better than Uncle Sam. We can literally reduce the population of any known area to 0, build infrastructure, and have it a fully stocked bar, knowing exactly where everything is within 24 hours. Just remember that. Uncle Sam can do that, folks. So. Alright. Make a skit about Japan telling Russia not to invade them like they tried in World War II. Saying hello, neighbor. I have to look more into the Japanese F-35 program. Let me look into that. Let me look into it. As soon as I read that Su-57 was damaged, I legit expect the F-22 to be pissed. So this is the thing. Everyone expected that, so I didn't want to do that. I considered it. I really did consider it. Give the Marines back their Abrams. I think, are the Marines getting the Bookers? Does anyone know who's getting the Bookers? The new M10 Booker, the light tank. Like, we haven't had a light tank in like 50 years. But, did I miss one? No, I didn't. I'd love to have you, Fat Electrician, and Ryan McBeth on the Unsub podcast. I think it'd be epic. Much love for the content. You know, it's funny you say that. I am actually, at the end of June, I will be in Tampa with Ryan McBeth, Preston Stewart, Mandatory Fun Day, and Chris. Oh, I haven't really watched much of his stuff. I'm so sorry. Ryan's going to watch this and be like, this fucking guy. But yeah, we're going to be down there for the AUSA Army Ball. I'll bring it up to Ryan, and then I'll talk to Eli. Be like, I think that would be fun. Me, him, and Ryan, Ryan McBeth, the Fat Electrician, and Eli. Eli would be like, I have no idea what the hell's happening right now. But I think it would be fun. It would be a lot of fun. No one builds shit, breaks shit, or knows shit faster than Uncle Sam. I love it. People are remembering. They're remembering my previous quotes, and I love that. Booker is already? Oh, shit. Who invited Russia to the party? No one invited Russia to the party. They just happened to show up. Can chaff mess with Patriot? Red Russia's looking to use sacrificial missiles filled with chaff that explode periodically in flight to increase the survivability of missiles. Hold on. Okay, so like I know the answer. I'm just trying to figure out how much of the answer I can say. Okay, so like don't. That's why I had to freeze there for a second. In the Dash 10 manual inside of the Patriot systems, which is TC 9-. Hold on.
Would you intercept me?
Metabo!
I'd intercept me.
Love your vids, love the grandpa buff, great to catch you live and donut.
Hey, thank you so much. Wither again, holy shit!
I'd intercept me.
How much to wear a maid outfit?
I have that maid outfit from one of y'all fuckers that sent it. I haven't got rid of that thing. It's somewhere. I think it's in my room. Hold on. If you look at the Patriot Dash 10, which is TC 9-. Oh my god, I forgot this. 2340-1701-10-1. Anyways, inside the Patriot system, it has a configuration in one of the tabs known as VTOLs. Volume Track While Scan, or Volume Track While Search, really depends on where you read it. And what that does is that changes the configuration inside the radar that allows the radar to filter through debris. It is long-range debris mitigation. So it teaches the radar to ignore things that are debris and look through it for anything else. That's how I'll answer that. It was a Dash 10 question. That's a Dash 10 thing. Booker light tracks are for the IRS to use. That's kind of fucked up, man. Taxation is theft. Remember that, folks. Whether I'm not going to wear the maid outfit tonight. Love your videos, Grandpa Buff. Catch you live and donate. Metavo Dragon, thank you so much, guys. I'm trying to catch up here. Yeah, they don't want the smoke. My University of Florida has a 5 kilowatt laser on deck and an observation on the roof. Redneck Iron Beam. I love it. Get an aerospace engineer degree. Fear me. I love that so. Florida. Look, this is the thing, folks. All right, I'm gonna just tell you. There was a video a long time ago that I made. If you are ever worried about how shit is happening in the world, find yourself some rednecks. That's all you gotta do. That whole like country boy can survive shit. Absolutely factual. Absolutely, they just do shit and they just figure shit out. Okay? Trust the hillbillies. They'll fucking get you through, okay? I promise you. Can I do the P-51 line? They couldn't fly. How did I do the voice? Fuck. I already forgot the P-51 voice. I gotta be able to hear myself. They couldn't fly like me. They couldn't climb like me. They couldn't fight like me, but by God, they could die by me. I think was that the right voice? In the F-22, F-15. Oh, you want me to do those in the different voices? Okay, let me see. I'll do the buff last. Actually, I'll do the F-15 first. They couldn't climb like me. They couldn't fight like me, but by God, they could die by me. All right, F-22. They couldn't climb like me. They couldn't fight like me, but by God, they could die by me. And now the easiest one to come by, Grandpa Buff. They couldn't climb like me. They couldn't fight like me, but by God, they could die by me. Well, that one actually didn't come out very easy. But by God, they could die by me. Sorry, guys. I just drove 8 hours, so give me a break. My husband has orders to McDill, hoping we don't get nuked. You'll be fine. I promise. Just rub some dirt on it. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up. If you plan a trip to the Air Force Museum, please give me a heads up. My husband loves your content, as do I. We enjoy meet and greet. If I get a chance to go to the Air Force Museum, I'm going to let everyone know who wants to know. Because there's also a guy who's sending me something. I got to go check the P.O. box, who works on the Missouri, works with the Missouri, the Mighty Mo. And I want to get out there. There's so much shit I want to see. It's just Uncle Sam, just getting the time away is hard. I feel like you should remind us the Russians, the British have invaded Crimea before, fought during the winter, and won after Napoleon tried and failed. I didn't know that. Arthur, I did not know that. We're going to look into that. Hold on. British. I got to look into that. I'm trying to catch up, guys. I promise. I'm trying to keep it going. The Brits, man, I love you guys. I fuck with the Brits, man. Like, I give you guys a hard time because, like brother relationship, right? What happened to y'all, man? Like, fuck, dude. Like, I want to rep the Brits a whole lot more, but, like, god damn, you guys gotta just have more shit. I'm on your team, man. I promise you. Just fuck. I saw an Insta reel earlier today. Dark green gray cruise missile. Information with some old early model F-16. I'm not familiar with that, Dennis. I will have to look into it. Wear it on stream? I will not wear the pink thing on that. Hey, HLC, just want to say thank you for all the content. Just signed my re-up paperwork as a crayon eater. Thank you so much, my dude. We need more meat for the grinder. I'm just fucking with you, dude. No, that's really a big deal, dude. It really is. Sorry, I'm trying to catch back up. Do you know the Coast Guard Cutter 37, the last ship still afloat that was active at Pearl Harbor? No. Looking into that, too. God, you guys are like, hey, do you know this about history? HLC, I saw the Growler vid you did. So does he sound more composed than the F-18? I don't know. I'm trying to differentiate, man. There's only so many voices I can do. I'm trying. Cutter 37. I didn't even know that they had different Cutter names, and nor did I know that Cutters existed that long ago. Make a skit where Russia disrespects Chelsea. Or Chesty. Chelsea. Whoa! Chesty. I kind of like that idea. Let's go to the notes. I'm going to be honest. You're my only source of news. Guys, I want to make y'all, I want you guys, it's a forcing function. That's really what I want, is if you guys see me say something like, what is that about? You look into it a little bit more, but I'm really glad that, I don't know how to feel that some people get their news from me, but yeah. There's the re-up paperwork one. Putin is NATO's secret weapon to defeat Russia. He really is. Oh man. I love that joke. That's a good joke. I think I've heard that one before, but it's still funny. How do you think Mustang and Corsair get along? Oh, probably about as similar as the 35 and the 22. I'm just saying. Because, I mean, the Mustang was the Mustang ever carrier launched? I know the Corsair was, and I know the Hawker was. And the Spitfire was, I think they had Spitfires on board carriers for a short period of time, but I don't know if the Mustang ever was. Did I hear about the Army Commander confirm? Yeah, that was during the the Air Defense Symposium or whatever they call it. Yeah, that's here on base on Fort Sill. So they're doing something with the Patriot system that is, it's high risk, high reward. They're calling it a Sam Bush. They bring out something that they know Russia would want to attack, a juicy target. But unbeknownst to Russia, that juicy target is forward of where it should be and is being heavily protected by American air defense. And this is how Ukraine is attacking and eliminating these jets on a pretty regular basis, because Patriot is just, it's a fucking monster. When you fire it against an aircraft, it's devastating. It really is. So okay. I think I can say that. Yeah. We've theorized about a Sam Bush for a long time, but it's been too high risk for us, right? Like, it's been like, we're risking our entire system to maybe get 2 or 3 jets. Like, is that worth it for us? And it's always, for us, it's never been worth it. For the Ukrainians, it's absolutely fucking worth it, especially if you're smoking an A50. So it was good to hear. Like, honestly, I was looking at where the front was and where the A50 was shot down, and according to Google, Patriot should not have ranged that. So either the government is lying or that Google is lying. Hillbillies of the U.S. Viet Cong. You're not wrong. I don't like that. I don't like that analogy, but you're absolutely fucking correct. I wait the day that space becomes open season. Secret lasers and railguns come out. First on the moons. Did you guys see there was a naval, I think it's a rear admiral, two-star. I think that's rear admiral. And he was like, if China goes after Taiwan, I will turn the Taiwan Strait into an unmanned hellscape. And he said, with classified and unclassified programs, nothing will get through. And that warms my little heart to know that, like, hey, air defenders ain't the only ones getting to fuck with classified shit. That makes me feel good. So I'm very curious about now, what kind of ocean classified shit to kill an entire fleet do we have floating around out there? Because I am immediately curious. Like, do I believe Uncle Sam? Absolutely. Absolutely. Look, we have too much shit being funneled. Here's the thing. Never mind, I'm not going to say that. There's money somewhere going to these fucking secret programs, and God damn it, I want to know what they're made. I want to look. I don't even want to tell anybody. I just be like, that is so fucking cool. Can I touch it? Like, that's all I want. So Russia doesn't know about hurricane season. I did see that. I guess they're either getting hit or about to get hit. If only we had coastal artillery, we would scare the Russians, but no, we have ADA. Hey, coastal defense artillery was pre-1968? 65? Shit. Yeah, it's also where bearskin hats from the Royal Guard come from, and the Royal Balaclava comes from. The Lada is the best car in the world. This guy playing Russia in my chat is really good. I just can't be mad at him. All right, hold on. I'm trying to... I can send you a link. Where would you like it sent? Discord. Make sure you let me know it's you, Dennis S. So is Russia messing around with Cuba again? More or less. They're just showing up. I mean, it's nothing crazy. Hey, we have the Typhoon. The Typhoon, yes. I brought in the Typhoon, the Eurofighter. I will tell you right now, the Eurofighter is one of my favorite. Holy fucking Moses.
I'd intercept me.
We all enjoy your content out here in the sandbox.
Jesus, Moses. I mean, fuck. Thank you. I'm trying to still catch up. Did I see the USS New Jersey leaving dry dock today? I did not. I was just driving 8 hours from New Mexico. I literally got up at 4 a.m. so that I could drive all the way back here so that I could make it to stream tonight. So you guys are making it amazing for me. I don't know if you've heard of some vandals toss red paint on the homes of Jewish museum staff. You know, here's the thing. And this is just being a student of history. I feel like anti-Semitism and hatred towards Jewish people was never truly gone. It was just hidden. And now that there's an excuse and it's okay to say it, it's all coming back to the surface. And I feel really bad about that. Can I do the I'd intercept me line? I got you.
Would you intercept me? I'd intercept me.
There we go. I got you. Cheers from next door to the north. Oh, my Canadians. Sukale. I don't know how to speak Russian, man. I have brought in the Typhoon on one video. Japan isn't working on the YF-23. Oh no, all my gamer friends just said that I'm live right now. They're partnering with the Brits on the 6th gen GCAP. I did hear that they were partnering with the Brits. The U.S. is kind of solo in this. Japan and the Brits are partnering up. I think Germany and France, question mark, maybe. Russia has partnered with... Oh, fuck, who was it? There was somebody. And then China is solo in it, too.
Would you intercept me?
Wither! Again, holy shit!
I'd intercept me.
Last one for the night, which martial art would learn. Peas I had to match Moses.
Thank you so much, man. Like, I'm trying to just... You guys are amazing. Oh, man. Let me get caught up here a little bit. I already got to that. You have been to Patriots Point in Charleston, South Carolina, the USS Laffey. I have not. Again, one of the things I still want to see. Say the kid's tagline. Blow instead of intercept. Yes, I got you, Thumper. I got you. All right, here, get ready for your clip. Just fucking tag me. That's all I want. I just want to be tagged, bro.
Would you?
Wait. Oh, man. Okay. Just so everyone knows, this is about a blower on a car. Okay?
Would you blow me? I'd blow me.
There you go. I feel even dirtier saying that. My uncle just made 06 in the Air Force. Love it. Congratulations, man. 06, that's a colonel, right? Yeah, I think it's right. The Sea House was a P-51. That's for the Navy. I did not know that. U.S. Spacecom here. No shit. When Putin says Snow's white, he's lying. You can tell Russia's lying when their mouth is moving. That's the trick. Oh, man. Hang on, I'm trying to catch up here, guys. I'm still going. Moses. There we go. All right, I got to Moses. Did I miss any above Moses? All right. My grandfather's favorite aircraft was a Spitfire and the Peacemaker B-36. What's my favorite old aircraft? That's the F4U Corsair. I got one right up there. I love the F4U Corsair. It's the gull wing design. And I love a good underdog story. I love it, right? That prop plane was fighting jet MiGs in the Korean War. And it was still holding its own. I love a good punching up story. That's why that's, for me, an old aircraft, that's the one. Now, don't get me wrong. I love me a good Merlin engine. It was in the Spitfire and it was in the P-51. Those are titans among men. I mean, it's the same thing with it's easy to pick like a Messerschmitt, was it 262? 263? The fucking jet aircraft. It's easy to pick one of those, right? I like a good underdog story. Moses, thank you guys so much. You guys are absolutely amazing. Hey, be safe out there in the fucking sandbox, my dude. Okay. Mrs. Line Crosser is doing business stuff right now. Russian ships come across hurricane off Florida. U.S. has a weather machine weapon. Hold on. I'm taking a picture of that. Yo, MTM Jedi, I gotta use that. That's too good of a fucking joke. That is too good of a fucking joke, dude. I'm sorry, MTM Jedi. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna forget to cite you in it. I'm sorry, but I'm going to use it. That's a great fucking joke. Wither, please stop using my credit. Taiwan has been considered USA's unsinkable aircraft carrier after World War II. I think General MacArthur said it first during the Korean War. Did he? So I have a kind of a love-hate with MacArthur. Stop talking about communists. I'm trying to sleep. The Fat Electrician is here. Hey, Fat Electrician, we have an invite to the Aircraft Museum, the U.S. Air Force Museum, and do some on the spot history, and I think that we should jump into that. I'm sorry, I'm still catching up, gentlemen, ladies. I kind of have a Blue Jay. I kind of have a love hate with MacArthur. I like MacArthur. He was instrumental in winning in World War II. However, I think he should have stayed with his guys on Bataan. I really do. And I think it really shows General Johnson, I think was his name. He did stay there with his guys on fucking Bataan. And that shows, like, being a goddamn man. And sticking up for what is important. Now, I got it. The White House was like, hey, we got to get you out of there. We cannot lose a fucking 3-star, I think is what he was at that time. And that's when he gave his famous, I'll be back, or, I will return, whatever speech. I don't know. I think he should have stayed there with his guys. It's my personal opinion on Bataan, but yeah. Still hoping for a Griping character. I think I could do Griping. We'll put it on the notes. We'll put the Griping in the notes. Been busy doing NATO intercepts recently. What are the chances of a live character skit during a live stream? Let me see. Let me see if I can come up with something. Oh, hang on.
Hey kid. What the fuck is that big fat white thing over there?
Grandpa Buff, that's called a dog.
I've seen a dog before. They're usually like small, scruffy, and they say like woof woof. That's a fat fucking cow.
Grandpa, his name is Knox. He's just a big foofy boy.
But does he do anything?
Yeah, Grandpa, he does some stuff. Watch. Gotta be stealth.
Well, would you look at that? It does fucking move. Here, let me see. I'll try and give you one. Don't bite my fingers.
I'm sorry, that's the best you're gonna get. I'm so sorry. Come on up. That's my good boy. You want some more? See, that's a good boy. You won't put your head inside there. All right, go on, bud. That's my good dude. Mrs. Linecrosser, can I get some more drink of some kind? The reason we Crayon Eaters get the most complicated weapon system is because we have a PhD in delivering souls to the Almighty. I will tell you right now, look, I've worked with a lot of different jobs. I've worked with a lot of different branches. And to this day, I have never found a demographic of human that enjoy taking life so much. Let me rephrase that. That enjoy taking life more than them. I've never met anyone who enjoys taking, like, this is the thing. If you're like, oh, I was an infantryman. I got like 10 confirmed kills. Like, I probably don't believe you. I'm going to be totally honest with you. But if you're field artillery and you're like 73, which is a real number, I've heard from a field artilleryman. He's like, yeah, I'm responsible for 73 lives. Because to them, they don't see BDAs. They're tally marks. That's all they are. Field artillerymen love taking human life. It's fucking wild. Mrs. Linecrosser's in the bath. She just texted me. I may have to go take a look and do some inspections. I don't know why I grabbed a pen for that. It's fucking weird. Who goes to sleep at 8 p.m.? The fat electrician. Communism sucks. What mobile suit from Gundam would you think each branch would... Oh, bro, I used to do Gundam when I was a lot younger. I haven't messed with them since I've been older. I'm so sorry. Lance Corporal Anime Guy, I'm sorry, my dude. I wish I knew more. We need gay chicken between the fat electrician and habitual line crosser. No, we don't, because here's the thing, folks. If you don't know what gay chicken is the act of just randomly at any given time looking at one of your guy friends. Let's say this is Nick's face. You just lock eyes, and you lean in. And whoever chickens out first is chicken, obviously. But here's what you fail to understand. The fat electrician was a medic. Medics don't lose gay chicken. How do I know this? I'm not giving those details away. I should get Jason Mewes to do your Would You Intercept Me clips. Who is Jason Mewes? I'm going to write the name down. I'll check it out. Fat electrician again. HLC says he's unboopable. Oh, did someone tell the fat electrician I'm unboopable? Because I am. I'm absolutely unboopable. Retire A10, replace with triple number of Sky Wardens. I can't think of anything worse than that. Oh, do it? Do it? Okay.
The Great China.
There you go. Hold on. In your opinion, oh, I DM'd you the Discord link. Dennis, I will check into it, man. All right, sorry, I'm trying to catch up here. In your opinion, what do I think of the U.S.? What use do you thinking? What? Okay, so Star Destroyers. Battle Stars I'm not familiar with, but Star Destroyers, I think that... So has anyone here ever played Empyrean Galactic Survival? If you haven't, it's okay. Empyrean Galactic Survival is a really, really fun survival game. I go into sandbox mode and I just build dumb shit. And one of the things you can build in there is an entire Star Destroyer. And you can put as many guns as you can fit on that damn thing. I think our Star Destroyer had, on top of a landing pad for another smaller Star Destroyer, 150 guns. Yep. And I may have broke the game because I only had 2 reactors. So I think it would be a combination of energy weapons, missiles in general, and then, of course, lead slingers. Absolutely. Robert Idso goes, to be honest, the J-20 got to be the ugliest aircraft.
Canards are gay.
There you go. The kid said it. I didn't say it. Mostly because of the canards, but also because it's Chinese. Here's the thing, man. I don't know if you were here. I talked about it a couple weeks ago. The U.S. Navy had F-35s get within sensor range of J-20s. It's the first time it's ever happened. 5th gen. Boom. They got within sensor range of one another because every time the U.S. sends up 5th gens, the Russians would land. They would go away. They didn't want the smoke. But China is ballsy, I guess. The commander of the vessel, I think it was the skipper of the fucking aircraft carrier they were launched off of or something. I have no idea. But he said, and I quote, the J-20 has a good command and control structure. That's like someone showing up to the party with a Lamborghini and you're like, those are nice lug nuts. Because you're not intimidated by that shit at all. You got a Honda Civic with a laptop in it and enough fucking nitrous to take you up to SpaceX, all right? You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck. Retire the A-10 with triple the number of Skywards. I would, honestly... I feel like to fly a Skywarden, you have to be from the South and have to be like they're just driving around random fucking cornfields and fucking, cotton fields. And they're like, all right, who's flying a crop duster? That guy. Let's get him. Dude's got a dip in his lip, hasn't even passed 3rd grade. And we're like, you're going to fly the Skywarden. Those have to be the only pilots for the fucking Skywarden. Built in JBAD, FOB, and PRT Ghazni, Gardens, Marat, has... Hold on. I know some of those places. I've heard of JBAD. Ghazni, I can't remember where that is. Herat, I can't remember. I've heard that, but I don't know. I'm not familiar with those areas. Hold on. If countries were Gundams, America would be heavy arms custom. Prove me wrong. I wish I knew. I bet that's a great reference. Thanks for keeping me up to date on the news and for sharing history. You're awesome. Thank you so much, Snowfire. I really appreciate it. How do you set snow on fire? I'm a little curious. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up, guys. I was at SIL 19 Matt Bat, 40 hole still a thing. 40-inch hole still a thing. I'm not... What is Matt Bat? Is that the Mardet? The Marine Det? I'm not... 40-inch hole still a thing. I've never heard of the 40-inch hole. Oh my god. MacArthur troops loved him in World War II, including survivors. Hold on.
Would you intercept me?
Spooky Traveler.
Me.
What would happen if you boop the fat electrician?
I now know what my life purpose is the next time I am on Unsub. Behold, with God as my witness, I will boop the fat electrician. That seemed way more dramatic than it actually was, so I don't know if it was pretty decent. MacArthur's troops lived in World War II, including the survivors of Patton, according to several bibliographies of the survivors, plus his troops in Korea, including the Marines under his command. So I did know the Marines liked MacArthur, but I didn't know the Patton guys did. Literally playing Empyrean right now. Love the game. Empyrean, it's so much fun if you play with just friends, man. Like, because you start out, like, with a base on a planet, and then you realize to build more shit, you got to go to other planets to get other shit. But to get to the other planets, you got to have ships that are capable of getting to other planets. So then you got to build a ship. So then you build a ship, you jump to this planet, you get these other materials, and it's fucking cool. Trust me, it's awesome. The kid in space,
Would you intercept me? I'd intercept me.
the kid would. The fat electrician needs to do a rant of MacArthur and let his historytism loose. Bet. It's Crop Duster. Have Nick fly it. He's in Iowa. What is this? What is my view on the new drone dogfighting that's kicked off recently in Ukraine? Just saw in the news today. So, I knew it was going to happen sooner or later. There's a couple of different counter-drone systems that work like that. There's one being developed by an American company. I can't remember the name of the company. That it literally has like a big-ass metal plate on it, and it crashes into enemy drones. That's its whole purpose in life. And it hits them hard enough that it destroys them, and then it flies back away. We also have the Coyote system, which is kind of cool. It's like a missile launcher that's full of drones. There's like 4 or 6 of them that you can put in there. And you just target the drone and you fire it, and a drone pops out, literally shoots out, and a drone with wings pops out, chases down the other drone, and explodes through it like a shotgun shell. But let's say the other drone leaves or falls out of the sky or something happens, you can return to base, land it, fold its wings in, and shove it back in the fucking Coyote system, which is kind of cool. As someone who heard about the Russian Baltic Fleet fail during Russo-Japanese War, would not be concerned about a few boats. Blue Jays vids are great, by the way. I have not seen Blue Jays vids. Blue Jay, you're a creator? Blue Jay 730. I didn't know you were a creator, man. I got your name written down. I'm going to look it up. Actually, hold up. I'm going to do it right here. We're doing it live. Fuck it. Oh, man. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Blue Jay 730. Is this you? That's not the same Blue Jay, is it? Because this Blue Jay has 718K. I'm going to sub to him. I don't think this Blue Jay is that Blue Jay, but I'm going to sub to this guy because it's all about history. Egyptian gods, worst pirates, Cold War, Wild West. I fucking love it. LGB character Eli does the voice. Easy day. Fuck it, let's do it. Do you see the video online of the Ukrainian Bradley and Russian IFV having a modern... I saw that. But like, here's the difference. I guarantee the crew inside that IFV is having a much rougher day than the crew inside that Bradley. The way the Bradley reacted, like I think it was a BTR. Maybe it's a BMD or BMP. I'm not sure. Before someone's like, oh, he misspoke. There's a BMD airborne and then there's a BMP. But I think the size of the gun, it was the 25 mic, which should be the BMD, I believe. But yeah, they were like hauling ass, and then they peeled off and went around the Bradley. The Bradley was just like, don't. And like the BMP or BMD shot a couple of times. I don't know if they got anywhere with it. You should do that where Rocket Man cuts out mid shooting his mouth off because his power goes out. I like it. I fucking like it, Alex. Ooh, man. Habitual line booper? I will boop that man. He can't keep getting away with it. Stinky? Hold on. 25 mic loud as hell if it hits the T90. Oh, bro. Somebody... The internet is undefeated. The internet is completely undefeated. And I love the internet so much, man. Hold on. I was watching... After that video of the Bradley... the two Bradleys going toe to toe with the T90. Dude, somebody did a split screen. They're like the outside and then the inside, the pilot. or the driver, the gunner inside the thing, and it's some dude like in a dark room, and there's just like flash, 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 flash. Bro, I was fucking dying. The internet is undefeated. I love the internet. What is my opinion on the F-14 Tomcat? The F-14 Tomcat is, without any reasonable doubt, one of my favorite aircraft that have ever existed. It is one of 2 aircraft the United States has ever designed that have been built around a weapon system. Now, people think, well, the GAU-8 with the A-10, that's the only one. No. The AIM-54 Phoenix missile, and the only American platform that's ever carried it was the F-14 Tomcat. And to this day, the radar on board the F-14 Tomcat and the AIM-54 Phoenix missile can get a further lock on a target than any aircraft or any missile currently in production today. But I'm pretty sure all of the pilots in the F-14s have like super cancer, because that's a lot of radiation. It's like a fuck ton. So, I see the kid chasing a rocket. It's a video on the Air Show YouTube channel. I have not. Somebody asked, have I seen an F-22 demo in person? No, I haven't had time. But once I get out, I plan on like checking out air shows and shit. My wife probably won't like it, but I'm gonna be doing that shit. Keep hearing the Canadians are scared of warfare, but if you ever get personally scared by them, no. Well, okay, kind of. I say no, but mileage out of Afghanistan, 2010, I think it was still. It wasn't 2011 yet. We were at this place called the Strong Point. It was an Afghan dude's house we lived in. There's a video online called Afghan Cribs that's on YouTube, and you'll see me. And I walk you around where we lived for 7 months. Now I'm going to watch my viewership plummet because everyone wants to go see it. And middle of the night, we were chilling, and we heard 1 grenade and 2 gunshots. Just boom, pop, pop. That was it. And when that happened, we're like, get to the walls, fucking move, get your gear on, like something's happening, because it was close by. So, we panic, we get, well, not panic, but we start getting ready as fast as we can. And a little while later, a couple of guys, I think it was like, I only saw 2. There might have been more, but I only saw 2. They had like weird camouflage gear. They had weird gear in general. They had weird weapons. They're all fucking painted up. And they had like, I swear it was like 20, maybe 40 guys in zip cuffs, just fucking walking in a line. Like they had gone and arrested the fuck out of some dudes, and they were just walking them. And they looked up and they're like, and I looked down. I was like, I didn't even think it. I was like, okay, they're. I mean, obviously the Taliban doesn't wear well, they do now, but they never used to wear camouflage back in the day. So I knew they weren't enemies. And later on, Dealer 6 in our company, he said that the Canadian Special Forces will let us know whenever they do operations in RAO. And I'm like, yeah, sure they will. They ain't gonna fucking, nope. They can do whatever the fuck. They're Canadian. They're gonna tell you to get bent. What is my opinion of Patton? Overrated, underrated? Also General Bradley, over, under. General Bradley, I don't know enough about to make an assessment. General Patton is arguably, in my opinion, one of the greatest tacticians of the 20th century. His combined arms techniques are still used to this day. The one major drawback to General George Patton is he did not believe post-traumatic stress disorder existed. And he thought that anyone who was having, back then, shell shock was just being a bitch. So those are the 2 major drawbacks. He was he wasn't very personable, but he was definitely a front of the pack hard charger type. So that's kind of the way. General Patton was murdered. I mean, I saw the car. I went to the Patton Museum. They have the car there, still wrecked. How that man died, I have no fucking idea. Like, it looks like a fender bender. It's not bad. Would you intercept me? I am not. That is someone else. Oh, okay. My bad, Blue Jay. 12-gauge bird snake works against drones. I've seen the Russians use it. I mean, if it's cheap and effective, fuck it, it's effective. Have Mrs. HLC do the voice of the P-61. I need to get Mrs. HLC. She was going to do an AWACS. I wanted her to be an AWACS. We need to have AK Jesus as a character or voice. Bet. Next time I go down there. I'll tell Brandon. I'll tell him. Wow, Patton, what the fuck? Yeah, so Patton, again, he had his drawbacks. But keep in mind, Patton was also... He kind of invented... mechanized warfare, not invented it. That's not really the right word, right? Prior to when Patton was in the army, at the end of World War I, actually I think it was during World War I, when the U.S. military, in case you guys didn't know, so Pancho Villa was raiding a bunch of American things, and the U.S. military was like, look, we need to fucking deal with this dude. So Patton and his men they figured out that you could chase people long distances and effectively by mounting machine guns on the back of Jeeps. Well, not Jeeps, but back then they were like little fucking carriage trucks, which is something he did, and it just kind of modernized like mechanized combat. And then they proceeded to march all the way to Mexico City and tell the Mexican government, give us fucking Pancho Villa, and then they left. I don't think they ever got Pancho Villa. I have no idea how Pancho Villa died, but like that's kind of a boss move. You're looking for somebody who's a bad guy in your country, in another country, and you march all the way to their capital and say, "The fuck, dude." So, man's got some stones. I can't be mad at him for that. You know that Rocket Man just got his new Acme manufacturing cataloger. I love it. The internet in an F-15C versus the ground. I'm gonna say the ground. Unclassified, the sniper. 19th Maintenance Battalion and its 40-foot hole out in the refuge. Oh! There was one little squiggle mark, not a two. I don't know if you know this, Tortoise Overland. I'm a little dyslexic. Yeah. 19th Maintenance Battalion. I have no idea where the Maintenance Battalion is out here, and the 40-foot hole. I've been out in the refuge. Been out in the refuge a lot. Like, I go out there fishing pretty regularly. I fish all over base. I have never seen a 40-foot hole. It might be out there, but I've never seen it. You should do a skit where the kid escapes and goes to France to become a warning shot. I kind of like that. It's not half bad. You guys are going to see the screen shake a little bit. Update on long form content. I need more Grandpa Buff. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Right now, the long form that you guys have really gravitated towards is my USA versus the World series. Still working out the kinks with longer form characters. So, I work at Wright Patterson, love. How many guys there watch your stuff? You're great. Thank you so much, Kyle. You work at Wright. There's people at Wright Patterson who watch my shit. It always like weirds me out. So I was at home recently. And I was eating lunch. Yeah, eating lunch with my in-laws. And the waiter came over. He's like, hey, man, we were getting ready to leave. He's like, hey, I love your stuff. I appreciate, everything you do. I was like, dude, that's awesome. Like, I love that shit. I want you guys to know 100% of the time, come up to me and say hello. 100%. I look like, when I'm out in public, I look like I'm an asshole, but I promise you, 100% of the time, come up to me and say hello. And then right after, like, I was literally standing there taking a picture with him, and another dude came over. Was like, I thought that was you, man. Can I, get a picture? I was like, fuck yeah, man. What's up? What's your name? Where are you from? Because I want to be as excited as you guys are when you meet me. I hope that doesn't sound narcissistic. So like, if you're excited to meet me, I want to be excited to meet you. Like that's the way that I look at it. Passing hello from your fans in the 92nd Assault Brigade of the AFU. Well, Roto, thank you so much for being here, my dude. How you doing, buddy? Doing CG calculations. Can you smell them? What? You guys are like having conversations. Patton versus Guideline Pudding and Wrestling Match. Pistachio flavored pudding. Who wins? What? Wait, Patton was involved with dealing with Pancho Villa. Yes, prior to him becoming like a commanding general in fucking World War II, he was, during World War I, he was still in the military. He was like a lieutenant. A-10 could carry the AIM-54 Phoenix. I didn't know. Okay. If you look up the AIM-54 Phoenix, like on the internet, it says that the only platform who did ever carry it was the F-14 Tomcat. So I'm not, I'm not talking shit. I was just like, that's what the internet says. I don't, look, I've never held an AIM-54 Phoenix. I've never been trained on one. If you say it can hold it, I'm going to take it at face value. All right, it can hold it. Y'all see my dog? He's like he's having a dream. If it fits, it sits. Patton invented mechanized warfare. General Rommel would like a word. Okay. And I believe it was Field Marshal Rommel. So Rommel may have invented it. Timeout, rewind. Patton perfected it. Because when Patton and Rommel went toe-to-toe, who came out the other side? Oh, wait, are we still talking about the same Rommel? Erwin Rommel, right? Erwin? Is that his first name? Field Marshal Rommel? The German guy, Desert Fox. Pretty sure the F-111 can carry the AIM-54. Look, the F-111 can carry a lot of shit. A lot of shit. I love the F-111. Google auto-corrected me. My uncle is 06 now. Yeah, that should be Colonel, right? 06, like the bird. I'm trying to catch up because Percy Hobart. People are going like way back. Like, hold on. Knox has the fat. He has a medical condition. It's called fat. Rommel versus Patton. Name a more iconic rivalry. Honestly, that's... I will say this. Like, don't get me wrong. I love, as an American, I love saying, like, hey, Patton outfoxed the Desert Fox, right? Because, like, we did. That was when Rommel was defeated. It was when Patton was in Africa. But the Brits were there first with the French. I think it was the French. Might have been the Dutch. I don't know. No, not the Dutch. Anyways, but the Brits were there first. Rommel moved in, pushed them back. The Canadians and the Brits showed up. They started fighting them. They managed to like hold a foothold for long enough for the U.S. to show up. And once the U.S. showed up and our supply lines are just like, you guys can say what you want to about us. We are hungry, so our supply lines are fucking solid. We do logistics really good. And that's when we started pushing Rommel back. So I can't say it was all us. I can't say it was all us, but I love saying that as an American. The no German Rommel. Just my favorite gun from World War II is the M1 carbine. Whoa, who hurt you? Samuel, who hurt you? There's so many other iconic weapons. The Thompson. The grease gun kind of sucks. I fired one before. I was out at the first range day, and I was like, oh, it's cool. It's a grease gun. Slowest rate of fire in history. Wop, bop, 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 bop. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's cool. It's an automatic. But like the PPSH, oh, that was so much fun. Russia got that one right. Got to see the Air and Space Museum in Evergreen, Oregon. Got to see the Spruce Goose in person. Hearing the full story was awesome while sitting under its wing. Snowfire moonlight on snow. I do not know the story of the Spruce Goose. Now I want to look that up. Rommel didn't invent it. He got it from from a British Percy Hobo Bobart. Thank you, the fat electrician. Okay, now I'm learning. Hey. People all coming at me. Mrs. Linecrosser, I think I hear you out there. I would very much like something to drink. I'm rather parched. She's going to come in and be like, she's going to throw it in my face. My last one tonight, you see, you look up the Mexican Expeditionary Air Force in World War II. Go easy, HLC. Catch you later. Mexican Expeditionary Air Force. Oh. Yes, Mrs. Linecrosser. Oh, okay. Mars, take it easy, my dude. All right. Mexican Expeditionary Air Force. All right, got that one. French just surrendered after Morocco. I don't know too much about the African campaign. I can't remember too much about the African campaign. Okay, you should do a long form story time with the F4F. Okay. Let me see. Joe Foss, Medal of Honor. Is that the one from Midway? I'm not even being a smartass. I don't know that one off. Now I gotta Google it. It's gonna drive me nuts. I wonder if I know this one. Joe Foss, Medal of Honor. Damn. Huh. So he was a Marine that downed 26 Japanese planes in the skies over Guadalcanal. And then a bad case of malaria, he returned to the United States in 1943 where he received the Medal of Honor. 26 fucking planes. Okay, big thing about the U.S. and North Africa is they kept telling Rommel all our secrets. I'll tell you more in the Discord if I can find it. Yes, so one of my mods dropped the Discord. I will try. I'm sorry, I'm trying to catch up here, guys. Any chance older flyers make an appearance? OV-10 Bronco. I gotta look into that one. Oh man. Oh, okay. Sorry. Oh, I don't even know what the OV-10 is. Sorry guys, I've been up since 4. I'm looking into it right now. OV-10 Bronco. I ain't gonna lie to you, that is an ugly plane. It better do something cool, man, but that is an ugly fucking plane. How good with consumer machine vision and trained AI image recognition models, how defeatable would a machine vision air-to-air guided missiles be? Okay, so... Doing it autonomously, not really a thing. There's not enough time to, especially when you're firing at night or in cloudy conditions, getting visual recognition of an object, you just don't have time. You're moving too fast, you're closing that gap way too quick. But I will tell you the THAAD system, the Terminal High Altitude Area Air Defense, or Area Defense, I can't ever fucking remember that acronym. The way it works is it is the epitome of, but first let me take a selfie, in missile form. So, takes off at fucking Mach fuck, right? Which is faster than Mach classified, which is what Patriot moves at. So Mach fuck, this thing's flying through the air. And, hold on. I gotta interrupt, Mrs. Linecrosser. Eric Hansen wants to know if you'll do a USA versus the world with Brazil or other similar countries. Yes. I plan on doing, like, a lot of different countries. I'm gonna keep that series going for a while. So, stage 1 of the THAAD Talon takes off in Mach fuck. Just flying up there, right? Stage 2 separates from stage 1, which is mostly just a warhead. So it's flying, and what it does is it takes an infrared image of the target, right? I fired it at this missile, so it goes bloop and takes an infrared image of that target. It then sends that image back to the radar, and the radar takes its own image. And the radar, you don't see this, and how it happens in the background. The radar takes both images, overlays them, and goes, yep, that's what I need you to kill, and it goes, cool, and fucking smokes it. That's how THAAD Talons work. So, kind of, if that makes sense. Do cadets outrank officers? No. No to the Skyward and bring back the A1 Sky Raider. You should do a Sky Raider character. A lot of people have asked about the Sky Raider. I gotta know, I gotta do more homework on it. Thoughts on Blackjack Pershing's he commanded in troops. Hold on. Again, I don't know too much about General Pershing. I know, like, the Pershing tank. Pershing? Fuck, I always fuck that up. I know the tank. I don't know too much about him individual. I really need to... I'll be honest with you, man. I'm really bad at World War I history. I know very little. Ran out water in that bottle? Trying. I have a lot of homework. Yeah, I have a ton. Is the fat electrician still here? C-130 voice, but his mouth is full of paratroopers. Don't talk with your mouth full. Fuck you. What kind of story time with the F-18 Super Hornet? Oh, someone said Protocol 4. Well, it's time for Protocol 4. You ready for it? That's my good boy. All right, come on up. Come on up. Ow. Speed. Ow, that was my thumb. Fat boy. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up. I know I had to go to Protocol 4. OV-10 was a beast? It wasn't a beast? It looks goofy. It looks goofy as shit. I got to learn more about it. Ask an OF-10 pilot. I can connect you. I got to learn about it. I got to know what they're all about, what their capabilities are, because it looks. That is not a sexy aircraft. Like, that is probably one of the least sexy aircraft I've ever seen. And I've seen a Cessna. Suggestions? Oh, sorry, F-18 Hornet. OV-10 is adorable. Oh, it was a close air support aircraft? So it was pretty much prior to everything A-10. You're special? I am special. Would you intercept me? Sorry, I'm trying to catch up. Observation craft. Okay. All right, hold on. That ear flap? Oh yeah. Could you guys hear his ears flap? And some tismed civilians. Ever thought about a name change? No. Not for me. Catch up. Hello from Canada, my friends in the Great Wide North. My friends who got me drunk after or during Afghanistan, technically. OV-10 could call in air support from the air. My favorite aircraft? So, I always tell people the F-4U Corsair. But the Fat Electrician did a vid on blackjack perishing. I gotta look into it. I just got home, man. Sorry. Oh, I was about to say something. It was so good too. Oh yeah. So Canadians got me, or sorry, my favorite aircraft. Jeez, man, dude, I haven't gotten a lot of sleep, guys. Give me a break. So my favorite aircraft, I always tell people is the F-4U Corsair, but like I break it down into categories. My favorite jet aircraft has got to be the F-14 Tomcat. It's just, I grew up watching Top Gun. It's a sexy aircraft. Like it was the first time the United States or anyone had designed an aircraft not to win a fight, but to win before the fight ever happened. Like, it was the first time anyone had thought of that concept, which is ultimately the premise for all stealth aircraft nowadays, is to finish the fight before you get within visual range. That's why stealth aircraft exist. F-14 was trying to do that without stealth. So I love that about that aircraft. And the F-4U Corsair, I talked about it earlier, it was punching up. It was fighting jet aircraft with just an enormous fucking internal combustion regular prop motor. So I gotta watch the video on the Mad Jack parachute. Mad Jack parachute. You ever see that one Northrop made was supposed to be their attempt at Nighthawk? Look up Northrop Whale. I am gonna have to look up. Also, Northrop is spelled Northrupp. I should know it because I worked with them for a fucking 4 years. Whale. Oh god. That was their attempt at an... No, you're fucking with me. Was it at least stealth? It looks like, you know those old... Oh, here, I'll show you guys. You know those old fucking minivans that look like a dustbuster in the front? Oh, you guys can't... Can you... You can't see that. Why can't you fucking see that part of my screen? All right. There you go. It looks like somebody took that van that's a dustbuster and gave it wings. That's exactly what it fucking looks like. That looks awful. You know what? That might be the ugliest aircraft I've ever seen. The Ensign Eliminator? Is that an aircraft? I'm gonna have to look. Katie, you leave me alone. Hold on. Alright, cool. I think I've caught up. Alright, cool. Uglier than the X-32? I can't remember what does the X-32 look like. You know, I want to show y'all something, okay? So I'm going to pull up so you guys can see what I'm looking at. This is the X-32, which is ugly as shit. But I want to show you something. This is what I think it is. They took that thing and just gave it, helped it lose weight, and that's how you got the Su-75 checkmate. That's all they did. They did weight reduction on an X-32. That's all it is. I will never see the Su-75 checkmate any other way. There's no way in hell I'll ever see it any other way. Period. I mean, look at this here. I'm just going to go back. That Su-75 checkmate, X-32. Su-75, like, look at this picture right here. And then back. Boom. That's all it is. That's all it is. They made it anorexic. Looks like an F-35 with Down syndrome. Oh man, it's so bad. It's just so bad. It's a Su-75. That's all an X-32 is. It's a Su-75 before it had gastric bypass. That's all it is. That's it. And the 32 at least flew. You know, we don't know if the Su-75 flies yet. Too much vodka will do that. Checkmate is a Jim Bro X-32. The amount of jokes that are going to come out of this, you guys are all going to just take off to the Reddit universe right after this, and it's going to be coming up. Cuban Missile Crisis 2? No way. I mean, we're not sure. I really, realistically, there's... USS Eisenhower is fighting the Houthi. Shit just got real. What? I'm going to wear this. Hold on. I got to check... Oh, yeah, where they claim that it was a successful hit? Is that what you're talking about? I ain't worried about a thing. Eisenhower about to put in that fucking work. The only way I see the checkmate is a pile of scrap. You know, that's fair. That is absolutely fair. When we get a vid about Russia's S-500 deploying, I've mentioned it. I'm waiting patiently. Because here's the thing. Russia losing an S-500 means pretty much nothing, right? In the grand scheme of things, pretty much nothing. But Ukraine hitting it means everything to the Ukrainians. It really does. So, like, the Kinzel would get through anything. Ukrainians shot it down with American Patriot. The A-50 was far enough away from the front line. They did a fucking sandbush, took it out with the American Patriot. The Su-57, indestructible, fucking untouchable, got hit. Granted, it was parked while I got hit, which is the same way America fights. We love destroying your aircraft before they ever get in the air. That's just the way we work. They're a lot easier to kill that way. But it got smoked. So they've taken out 300s, 400s, and now the 500 is deployed, which I think they've made one of them. I'm not sure how many, but I'm pretty sure it's one. And I would love for them to hit it. I would love it. One S check, a single one, I heard. That's the thing. I'm tracking it's one. The Su-57 is a small Putin compensator. I love that. Yeah, never fight fair. If you find yourself in a fair fight, you failed to prepare. Period. If we build a Su-57, it would be good. I think we should. Because honestly, you know what a Su-57 looks like to me? I'll show you. So, let me... Su-57. Okay, so we're going to pull this up just so everyone gets a good look at what a Su-57 looks like, right? Like, you know, aside from the serious design flaws, it's not a bad looking aircraft. It's just very, very large. So, you know what it looks like to me? It looks like they copied this. America's rendering of a stealth F-14 Tomcat. That's really what it looks like they tried to make. And instead they put really stupid large engines on it, and for some reason a big fucking thing poking out the back of it. I don't know why. Is there an attempt at the YF-23? Let me check. Let me double check. I got a YF-23 sitting over there. You know, you're not wrong. I got a YF-23 over there on the wall. F-20 Tiger Shark. I've never even heard of the F-20 Tiger Shark. Can't unsee it now. We want to ask what kind of upgrades the A-10's getting. So this is the thing. I've only heard that the Super A-10 from like unconfirmed like internet troll sources. I haven't heard anything from the government saying that they're upgrading the A-10. I haven't heard it anywhere. I would love for that to be true because I love the A-10. I think that the A-10 still has some serious applicability. But again, what they're looking at is three-dimensional warfare. They're looking at multi-role. That's what the U.S. is focusing with their money, is multi-role. Now, the A-10, it can do multi-role to some purpose, and weapons is gonna fucking crucify me here, okay? Weapons, see, okay, so he agrees with me that it is already upgraded. Like, they've upgraded as far as they're going to upgrade it. But the A-10 does have a couple of, I guess you could say, multi-roles. They can do surveillance. They can do close air, like they're really good at close air support. I'm told they dogfight pretty well. They don't have a very high speed, but they have a really good turn rate. I probably still wouldn't send an A-10 to go fight enemy aircraft. But, and I hate saying this because I love the A-10, right? It's the same reason I hate saying that an American destroyer would fucking turn a battleship into a coral reef before they even knew they were there. I hate saying it, but facts are fucking facts. I hate saying that shit. What can the A-10 provide that you cannot get with another multi-role platform? Aside from the GAU-8, okay? Aside from the GAU-8, what can it provide? When you ask questions like that and you look at it from a non-emotional perspective, right? You take the emotion out of it and you're like, why would they keep this? What can it do that something else can't, right? So they keep the F-22 because it is the stealth dogfighter that they have right now. But they're upgrading the F-35 to avoid that. A-10 boatloads cheaper. A-10 is boatloads cheaper. What would an attack submarine look like if Florida designed it? Probably a cigarette boat with a barbecue grill. I mean, I don't know, man. I would have to really think about that one for a while. A-10 is a bomb truck. It is. I mean, it is. The titanium bathtub that thing has, it has really good survivability. But it's going the same way that I really feel that the what the fuck is that aircraft? I know the name of it, but I don't know the fucking numbers. Sukhoi Su-25, the Frogfoot. It's going the way of the Frogfoot. Frogfoot was it was decent. Close air support. It was Russia's version of the A-10, right? It was lots of bombs, lots of guns, slow, highly maneuverable, and armored to the fucking teeth. But I feel like they're both going the same way. What are the chances that America manages to build a 3D printer large enough to put a destroyer each week? You know, I feel like 3D printing is the way to go. I really do. So far, we can 3D print houses to some extent. We can 3D print plastic structures. I don't know when metal will come around, but I'm eager. Laser Bert. A10 got that invincibility. A10 has the return to base ability, not repairable survivability. The Su-47 is the best aircraft they made. It's my only... That is... Build 1. They use it as a test bed for the new weapon when not on display. The Su-47, I've never even heard of that thing. Let me take a look. The Bearcat? Or Berkut? I always thought the forward swept wings was a cool design, but I guess it's impractical, so I probably never kept it. Metal printing is a thing? A10 is just a spy plane in metaphorical terms with its cameras. Just has a payload of a mini buff. It really does. Look up YA9 and compare it to the Su-25. You'll have another X-32 moment. Oh, now I gotta look. Bro, hold on. Let me look up. Okay, all right. I'm gonna show this to you guys. Fucking weapons, man. Okay, so Su-25. All right, we're gonna go back because I already searched for it. YA9. And here I thought only China stole shit from us. Fuck, man. Oh, that's great. I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh, that one was playing. I do want to say thank you guys all for being here. I really appreciate it. You guys, I haven't had viewership like this in a long, actually ever. We've been steadily over 1,000 pretty much the entire time. So I'm so glad everyone was able to be here. I really appreciate it. Do the Bearcat. Su-47 failed test bed. James, thank you so much for the donation. Metal 3D printing is the thing, but it's very hard. I don't know enough about 3D printing. I have a 3D printer that was sent to me. I don't have room to set it up. But things are happening, folks. Trust me. As much as I love the A10, it's going the way of the Kiowa. It isn't versatile enough. It has a purpose, and it's a damn good purpose. Yeah, it's a single purpose built thing. But here's the thing, right? When we say something's go away, it doesn't go away forever if we need it. It doesn't go away if we need it. So they pulled 3 or 4 B-52s out of the boneyard recently, and they got them ready to go. They just brought them back. I think they have a couple of B-1s there. They have a lot of other shit. So, like, if the A-10 is needed, it'll make a comeback. Don't the A-10 provide fear? Yeah. I'd like to see more Joker impressions for the B-1 Lancer, I can't say a guy's name. I know who you're talking about, though. Mark Hamill and Jack Nicholson. You want more, variants of B-1s in different Jokers. The only one I've ever tried to do was Heath Ledger. Okay, I'm getting text from somebody. Hold on. Pretty much every aircraft I've looked up is at the Air Force Museum. Well, I need to go to the Air Force Museum then. It's really weird that an Army guy got his, big break from, I say big break, but I fucking worked my ass off for this stuff. And I couldn't be here without all of you guys. You guys are absolutely fucking amazing. I never thought that I would be in a position to walk away from the military and really chase something I love. And I can never thank you guys enough for that. So I want you to know, my wife has to tell me to stop because I'm constantly thinking of what can I do next? How can I continue to innovate? How can I make something better? How can I do more for these people who have put so much faith and confidence in me? So it's something I really want to focus on, and I never want to lose sight of that, guys. Iron Road, I'll work on it. I haven't really tried anybody else. We have 3D metal printing. It's ain't the best because of grain structure, complication, and impurities falling into the metal. That makes sense. I learned about grain structure and impurities from Forged in Fire. I don't know how to Yeah. The real Vladimir Putin. Hi, everybody. Just love HLC shorts. He even has a copycat. Hey, so here's the thing, man. I encourage everyone to go out there and do what makes them happy. Do whatever you think you should do. It's not my place to judge anybody. There may have been some people out there that did it before me. There will be people that do it after me. But I appreciate you guys coming here repeatedly and supporting me because you like the characters that I've created and the stories that I tell. So that makes a big deal for me. Moving to Texas, no. Summer, Joaquin Phoenix. There we go. I basically am a plane at this point. That's fair. You can't. You've peaked. It's all downhill from now on. Oh, man. Let me see. Love that show. 3D metal printing is a very fast evolving thing. This is the thing. If we can figure out how to make it go the right way and be structurally sound, I think we'll be solid. After the U.S. versus the World Series, you should do a NATO versus random groups of countries. Bet! That actually sounds like a lot of fun. I like that idea. You are quality, sir. Miguel de la Cruz, thank you so much. Thoughts on the B-17? Fucking love the B-17. I mean, it's OG, man. It's, just make sure I'm thinking of the right one. Because sometimes I get my aircraft mixed up. Oh, yeah. The Flying Fortress? That was OG, man. Like, that is... Oh, there's one. I was just looking at it recently. And it was a picture. I'll see if I can find it. I think it was on Reddit. And it's like, just so you guys understand how much flak was in the skies over Germany. And it was a B-17, bro. And it looked like someone put a B-17 through a blender. And they're like, this thing landed. I have no idea how. It's fucking wild what those things went through, man. Those dudes just gangster shit. Who's your favorite mod and why is it weapons? You know, I don't know. I don't know if I have a favorite mod. I really don't. Weapons is probably the most vocal of the mods. I will say that. Oh, Mrs. HLC is in chat. Hey, how you doing? I love to torture weapons. It honestly is a favorite pastime. Have I ever watched The Outpost or Lone Survivor? I've watched both of those. And I will say, if you've never seen those, go watch them. They're phenomenal. I will never watch Lone Survivor ever again. And here's why. Okay. Nothing against the movie. Great movie. Phenomenal movie. Me and my buddy Dillingham, we went and saw the movie together. I was single at the time. He was single at the time. We're just like, hey, bro date, let's go get some beers and go watch this fucking movie. We went and saw it in theaters. When we stood up in the theater, our entire backs and back of our legs were completely soaked in sweat. Not because it was hot in there, but because we were both Afghan vets. And because in that movie, they're speaking actual Pashtun. And the guy who takes in Marcus Luttrell, that's known as Pashtun Wali, which is something that Pashtuns do. So, like, I could understand some of the things that were being said, and that, like, really fucked me up. So, yeah, great movie. Phenomenal movie. I'll never watch it again. For me, The Outpost was a little bit far away, just because... well, it was a few more years after Afghanistan that I had watched it. So I was a little more detached, I guess you could say, from that experience. So, yeah. Not that it's a bad movie. So let me get that. It's great movie. The Outpost is a great movie. Clint Romachet is a friend of a friend. Eli knows Clint. Apparently he's a really cool guy. I would love to meet Clint Romachet. But I don't know what that feels like. I was never sieged like that. I was out on patrol and things happened. Not to lone survivor level, but like things happened when I was out on patrol. So that was more real to me. Being in a compound and getting hit like that, no. Watch Restrepo, rough but good. I did watch Restrepo. Great fucking show. Great movie, great documentary. I loved every part of that. Restrepo is definitely fucking rough. Is absolutely rough. Heal what you learn is... He'll let you wear his Medal of Honor. This is the thing. From what I hear, Claire Romachet does like let people wear his Medal of Honor, which would be cool as shit. It would just be great. Saying the Emu War was a loss is like saying Afghanistan is a loss. That's fair. I mean, because the Emu War wasn't really a war. It was just like, it was a couple of dudes with machine guns. And they were supposed to hunt down and kill just excessive amounts of emus. So, like, we love making jokes that like, they lost the Emu War, but they really didn't. We're living through a Call of Duty Modern Warfare campaign. Yeah, Yemen, Cuban missiles, we're getting somewhere. But, bro, the amount of shit, man, like, so if you guys don't know, I have a Twitter. I don't feel good about having a Twitter. I literally bought Twitter. I got Twitter to watch the shenanigans between Brandon and his political opponent, Tony. That's the only reason I got it. And I just started posting there. And literally, Twitter is nothing but shower thoughts. That's really all it is. And HLC, the House has passed the draft. What? You're fucking with me. The House has passed the draft. Oh. That's nothing new. Yeah. Automatically registering men 18 to 26 for draft. Yeah. That's not new. Men 18 to fucking whatever have to register for the draft. Yeah, it's not new. I wouldn't worry about it too much. X to doubt. Man doesn't suck when work ruins a perfectly good Friday. Pfft. Yeah, the selective service. Waffle House, third shift workers, third shift railroad workers. Who wins? I'm going to say Waffle House. Jason, I'm going to say Waffle House. Because Waffle House is like... It's like UFC when you're in a Waffle House, man. I don't think railroad dudes be getting down like that. UK going to have mandatory service soon. UK has to figure out something, man. Because, like... It's interesting when because I want to pay attention and I try and emotionally remove myself from a lot of things. So when I get the Brits in my comment section to talk about how great their special operations is, I'm like, okay, why? Why is it so great? What do they do that we don't get? Thus far, I haven't found any defining factors of training that they get that the United States doesn't get or capabilities that they get the United States doesn't get. I see a lot of like cross-training. They train with the U.S., we train with them, and it's just great. But you have to understand, if you don't have a large conventional military... because somebody, Uncle Sam, has your best interest in mind because they have a fucking enormous conventional military, then you can take your funding for your enormous conventional military and fund it into your special operations. So that's why. That's why they boast about their special operations. Plus, Waffle House has chair foo. Gotta draft women for it to be legal. I don't know. 18-25 for draft starting with ages 20 and 21. Yeah. They should make an emu war cod. Here's the thing. The drafting of women, I don't know how I feel about that, because like I try and look at everything again from a non-emotional perspective, and the logical thing to look at is in the case of equality, right? Equality. If one gender has to register for something at a certain age, well then equality dictates that the other should. But then I look at it from a personal perspective. I wouldn't want, if I had daughters, to have to do this. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't want my sons to do it either. I wouldn't want my sisters. Hell, I don't even want my brothers to do this shit. So it's I don't know. It's a tough place to look at, right? Because again, you try not to look at it, but you can't really help. It sucks. I have ADHD and asthma and can't be drafted. So, Proto-Genesis, I want you to know, my dude. So when Uncle Sam decides to draft people, that's because the standards of what they're willing to let in have dropped so far that no one else is willing to show up. So they're just like, all right, fuck it. So like, That whole go to war, go to jail shit that people used to talk about, that's real. That's a real thing. Better than bone spurs, eh? I see what you did there, Owen. There's a waiver for everything. I'm 44. Hey, Moonlit Creeper, if you were Russian, they'd be drafting you. I think they just increased their draft age to 72, 75, something like that, a couple months ago. The Mormons had avenging angels. We may be seeing another period where nations, elitist foreigners, enlist foreigners. Well, I know the United States was doing that for a while. We were allowing people to earn their citizenship by becoming a service member, and it worked for a number of years. But the reason why we kind of stopped is because Iran sent over an Iranian national to become a U.S. service member, picking a job that he would get a clearance from, who was a fucking spy. They fucking ruined it for everybody. Dicks. Which sucks, because I didn't know how it disappeared. And so I asked some of my recruiting friends, I'm like, do we still have this program? And they're like, no, we didn't because of this. And I was like, oh shit, really? I didn't know that. Basic training should be mandatory after high school, just basic. 9 weeks afterwards, decide to continue. I don't know if mandatory service is really the way to go. That Iranian got up in rank too, yeah. Rip to Starship Troopers dreams. Will Bad Company ever come back? I have no idea. Look up Brigham Young's Avenging Angels. Brigham Young, wasn't that the guy who wrote the Creed of the Non-Commissioned Officer? Brigham Young? Maybe I'm not. How did the Iranian pass a security check on enlistment? I have no idea. Favorite helicopter? Ooh, I guess I've never really thought about that. You guys are going to hate me. Because it's not American. The Hind. It's a cool fucking idea. And they've used it for so goddamn long. It can carry a metric fuck ton. It can shoot a whole shit ton. And it's armored. It's the one aircraft Russia got right, is the goddamn Hind. I love it. Don't get me wrong, the Chinook, cool as shit. The H-62 Cheyenne, I'm not familiar with that one. Let me look at that. Let me look at that. I see 64. Oh, ugh. The AH-56 Cheyenne? That's ugly as fucking sin. I'm not going to pull it up for you guys because I don't want to see how I spelled Cheyenne. I'm not doing that. The Hind is scary. That's the thing. Solid Snake went 1v1 against the Hind and won. You know who else went 1v1 against the Hind? The kids from Red Dawn. Wolverines, yeah. You prefer the B-21 Raider? That's the one aircraft that you know what? Next time I am on the Unsubscribed podcast, I'll bring it up. I'll just be like, all right, guys, I need to know your favorite this, favorite that, and then I'm going to bring up helicopter and I'm going to bring up the Hind, and I'm going to watch he's going to see me pick something communist and lose his shit. When do we get an SR-72 Dark Star? When I have a reason to use it. The Hind is a 53 with the guns of a 64. That's fair. The Russian flying school bus. That's really what it is. I mean, I could pick the Havoc, and the Havoc looks like a rat. But if I'm going to pick the Havoc, I might as well pick the Apache. Should I name my cat Phoenix or Gertrude? Gertrude. I like that name better. What is my favorite MRE? Chili Mac. All right, guys. We are at that point. Oh, come on, audio. There we go. Now I can hear it. So as always, Do not give in to the 22 a day. Every single one of you are amazing. If you would like to support the channel, please go to habituallinecrosser.com. Get yourself the new shirt. Nothing could save you from me with the Patriot system. The kind of cool thing about this design right here is this missile I actually fired. Like this picture, I fired this fucking missile. So that's very close, near and dear to me. So I will see you guys next time. I'll hopefully get the USA versus the world out. Take it easy, Bandit. I'll hopefully get the next USA versus the world out this weekend, alright? Later, guys.